Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22, as we continue our Zielonka run here, feeding my kids, and we just finished up liming all of the fields. As you can see, I did add on, went and modified the lime spreader here, and added the longer arms, just to kind of make it a little bit quicker. It did cost us 8,000 bucks, but we got the money, and we'd already bought this particular piece of equipment, so it was easy to modify, obviously, so... Cool, that is done, and I don't think there was much else for us to do. We already fed the cows. We still need to give them some straw, but let's take care of that once we empty up the TMR mixer. Other than that, I mean, we can look at the used equipment. A couple really, really nice harvesters. One can dream, but definitely not anything. I mean, yeah, since we can't lease these, nothing we can get right now. Other than that, I think we are good to go to December. Yeah, let's go. Very dark in the early winter. Let's load you up. Does our cereal factory need some more honey now? Not immediately. We have actually enough for one more month for sure. So we can wait a little bit. Actually, almost going to be out of corn soon as well. But we do know the honey will be the first thing that runs out just based on the numbers that we had before. Wow, I just realized we're paying $12,000 in leasing costs a month right now. That is insane. I'm assuming most of that is our harvester, question mark? Oh, hello. Hello, cultivator. Nice little Massey Ferguson here, 180 horsepower. What is our current tractor breakdown? Ah, we already got 180 horsepower. We wouldn't go for anything like that. It's just the same size as what we got currently. I mean, the only reason we would go for something like that is if we could sell one of these for more and buy that one for cheaper and ultimately get a little bit of money back. Presumably the harvester is the most expensive item we have here. I mean, the pickup truck's not going to be super cheap, but everything else is going to be considerably less than the harvester itself. Sure, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We're getting low on money, but we're gonna be selling some milk soon, and we're actually gonna be selling some cereal soon. So all in all, I think we're gonna be okay. Let's go ahead and grab over here. Where are you at? You'll work. Actually, not you. Sorry, we want the Fiats. You will work. You want to go grab drop off the rest of that TMR, grab some little bit of straw real quick, and dump that in there, and that'll be good for us. Do you have enough manure to go drop some off if we wanted to? Which we might as well. We'll probably do some here in a moment. Let me go ahead and just get rid of the front weight. Grab the forks so that we can put some straw in here. Get that dropped off. Was it two bales of straw that I think we can fit in here? I think so. Might be more than that, but we'll start with 2. See where that gets us. That dropped in there. May need to empty out the milk here in a bit. Oops, if I raise the arm. I love that there's still a bale in there that we just dropped in. You think they would have eaten it by now, but no. All right. I mean, I probably could go into the game files, the XML files, and reset that bale somewhere more convenient. But at this point, it's become a bit of a meme for me personally, at least, to have that just sitting in there for random reasons. All right, that's a pretty good amount. We'll probably go with that. I think we're good. Let me unhook here. Let's go ahead and just load up some manure while we're here. How much manure do we actually have? Actually, I can see that on this, can't I? Manure. Man, this thing. We got so much stuff. Manure is... We've got almost 30,000 liters of manure, actually. I mean, the manure's not worth a lot at the electric factory, but it's worth something, so we might as well drop off whatever we can. I'll take a couple loads here real quick. Got a very, very full farm. Lots of equipment, lots of buildings. You know, 4 fields is a pretty good number at the moment. I mean, I'm genuinely, this is by far one of my favorite series of Farming Simulator that I've done since the beginning. I realize it probably will never beat the original Elm Creek run as far as popularity, but this is one of my favorite for sure, just personally. I like the story, I like the goals, I like everything about it so far, which just tells me the formula that I have to use for future ones as well. I mean, I think it's good to have a really good, solid story. I mean, it's okay to modify that story as we go a little bit, like tweak it, because we did add in, like, the grape juice, and we're going to add in a little bit to the potato chips, but I think the foundation was there. And, yeah, doing something like that in the future would be nice. I mean, my tribute run for my grandfather, that one at least had specific guidelines. Like, I was only going to grow crops that my grandfather grew, so that one was okay. Like, that had focus as well. So it's just focus is all you really need, right? I mean, it's the same thing in real life, right? You can't just go be a farmer and just make it up as you go along. You've got to have a plan. And so I think that's the thing I've missed the most is a lot of video games I can just go into it completely blind and adjust the plan on the fly, right? That's how I play Civilization 6 a lot of times. I can randomize the leaders and the map and the people I'm playing against, and then just figure out what we're going to do once we get in there, right? There's a lot of games, I can do that for, but I think Farming Simulator, because it is a story, it's just better to have, a goal and things like that. So, lessons learned, the Bally Spring, for example, it just never really went well. There was never really a good story for the Bally Spring run, other than playing around with the concept of reputation with the contractors, or with the contracts themselves, I should say. And once that was dried up, once we got through that reputation system and kind of were ready to buy a farm, it was just kind of like, okay, now what? Now it's like there's no story anymore. So at least take a little dent out of the leasing costs that we're paying right now. And ideally, if we could sell off, we get enough money from our cereal and our milk, maybe we can actually buy another piece of equipment, save a little bit of money on our, leasing that way as well. Although we got to make sure we have enough money for the leasing costs for the next year. I mean, we always kind of knew that the cow section of this, at least the early part of the cow section of this, was never really going to be super profitable. I mean, breaking even is honestly plenty right now, right? If we can at least break even through this phase, I'm happy with that. That's no problem with that. Just if we get into a place where we're really underwater on our finances and our bills and stuff like that, that's when we really start running into some trouble. But so far, we're doing good. Very happy with it so far. All right, that is that. And if we were to look at expenses, what's been our biggest expense lately? Like, have we bought anything? We did buy, yeah, we leased some stuff in August, as we can see. The vehicle lease cost $31,000. And I haven't really bought any like major equipment, so it really is just trying to keep up with what our costs are right now. And if we look at those last 5 months, right? We got 24,000 to the positive, because some of that's selling some milk back in September, as well as some product. 24,000 to the positive, 25,000 to the positive, and only like less than 20 grand to the negative. So we've actually made 5 grand over the course of that period of time there. So that's always a good thing to see. All right, I don't think there's anything else for us to do except fast forward. And I think we said January was a time to sell milk again. Actually, you know what? We might need to grab the semi and see if we can load up a little bit more milk. I can't remember if I think that trailer's got a full load or not. Just to make sure we have space for whatever else is coming out between now and next month. We might as well get the semi over here because milk is going to be the next thing we sell. We might as well get ready for it. I love that we've got a semi now. And I love that we have 3 trailers for our semi, right? Like, really, I don't know. This save is really working out really well as far as I'm concerned. I'm really enjoying it. All right, we are maxed out on this. Do I want to change the load limits? Just because, why not? I mean, load limits are interesting. Don't know that they're fun, necessarily. And I'm not sure if I understand the load limit of this. Right? Like, what's the purpose of a load limit of this trailer? Like, is it because of the size of the semi? Because that's the only thing that would make sense. Because if it's the trailer that has a load limit, well, then why does this trailer have a 30-some-odd thousand capacity, but it's limited to 20? Like, that makes no sense, right? So, I don't think it's the semi. I actually think it usually is the trailers, but it could be the semi's horsepower. I'd be strange if it was. I think I'm going to turn off the load limits. I don't think there's anything especially fun about the load limits. Truth be told, I tend to leave the load limits on early game when I have smaller tractors, because the load limits definitely help make sure that the tractor's not going to get itself in trouble where it can't pull a load at all. But at this stage of the game, you know, we're a bit further in, we've got better equipment. I don't think the load limits actually are valuable in that same way. I mean, if I find out that the semi cannot actually pull this in a minute, then that's a different thing. But there's just no way the semi's not gonna be able to pull this. I just don't see that being possible. All right, we'll go with that, and that leaves us a little bit of space for some milk. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, let's fast forward. Drop off some honey at the beginning of next month, and after that, we will... I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, I said sell milk. Drop off honey, sell milk. That's really all we got to do in January. Maybe feed the cows again. Let's grab you. Let's go ahead and drop off some honey now, because I'm sure that you are... Why did it not use as much as... Oh, we're full on storage. Okay, that's fine. We can pick up some stuff in a minute. Not a huge deal, but it's going to cost us a little bit of cereal. All right, that's not a full load. We'll go ahead and drop this off. We'll just use this trailer to set some off to the side, instead of grabbing the semi-trailer to bring it over. What I should really do is... Well, no, it's fine to store it. It's not a big deal. I was going to say I could just set it to distribute, but no, it's okay to put a little bit out there since it's actually got such a small output. I mean, it's actually a unreasonably small output, to be honest. You'll never see outputs that small on some of these production chains like this, but it's all right. Got any more in there? Apparently not. Almost got some more, but not quite. So we did end up with enough honey to get through the rest of the corn, but not the rest of the oats. But by the time we get, you know, more corn, I mean, it'll all work out, I think. All right. Honestly, I think we just leave you here parked for now. You know what? I'm gonna drop off because we're gonna transport you with the semi if we do transport you, I think, at this point. Cool. That's that. Need to check to see if we can feed the cows, which we probably should. Oh, and check to see if it's time to sell the milk. Sure, I missed it. There it is. Yeah, it's a decently good price at the bakery. Although the bakery's gonna have a limited availability, so honestly we might just go straight to the farmer's market and just call it a day. Or the dairy. We might start at the bakery and just take the rest of the dairy. That actually might work out as well. So you've already got a full load. Let's go. So the bakery is where? Let's see. Let's check here. Bakery. I'm assuming it's one of these up here. Bakery right there. All right, so take up to the road. Okay, sounds good. Take a right at the road. Now, we did just sell in September. I think mostly just to make sure that we are... I think the decision I had made is that it's cheaper to just go ahead and sell it at a okay price, you know, in September, than to buy the storage for this and just save it all until January. We just don't make enough money to justify the storage. Although the storage would be kind of like nice to have, you know, just kind of as a, if nothing else, from a story element of just being able to store it, you know, and wait for a good time, things like that. There's a slim possibility I'll still buy the storage, to be perfectly honest. Excuse me, sign. Sorry about that. Oh, it's around back. I thought that was the drop off right there. I could have gone. Ooh. Could have gone the other way. Actually, I could have taken that back road. That would have worked fine as well. Where is it? Oh, there's over there. Wow. Are you really stuck on that light post? Alright. Drop off the milk. How are we doing on precision farming right now? Pretty high. Still not completely capped out for some weird reason. For some reason, we're not getting full credit for nitrogen there. And we're not getting full credit for pH there. But that should be good now that we've refixed the pH here. And I don't understand the nitrogen issue there. That's kind of strange. All right, so that is all the bakery can hold. That's kind of expected. And we'll take the rest of the for the dairy. I actually like this map a lot. I don't know. It's a fun map. decide how to get into here best? I think we could have gone around that back way, couldn't we? Oh, no, this is the soup. I'm sorry. Dairy's the next one up. But I do think we can take this first road, can't we? Give me signs. I don't like you. I don't think the dairy has quite the same limit, so I think we can probably drop this and the next load here. Probably check the cereal prices before we fast forward as well, though. Sometimes they can pivot, they can change the prices a little bit and like be a good price the month before. More than half a load of milk there. It's not bad. I took that corner a little too tight. We got enough to cover about 5 months of our leases as of right now. Now it's not counting the loans as well, but I think we're still making a little bit of like positive money, right, from the grape juice that we're selling, stuff like that. So I think we're good to cover. We can kind of just basically call it 12,000 is what we're short every month. That actually might not be true though. Let me check here in a minute. A little bit of a sliding there on the ice. Let's see, what are we? I mean, still got loans to pay, obviously. A lot. Like, right, we had a lot of months left on these loans. And the loans themselves are already 4,600 or something like that bucks a month. It's a lot of money. And then the vehicle leasing cost is about just short of 13,000. So yeah, it says we sold $20,000 worth of products last month. What did we sell last month? Oh, electricity, the electric stuff. Yeah, so that's keeping us afloat right now. We're actually only paying, oh yeah, no, I was gonna say we're only paying $2,900 in loans. Yeah, I forgot 16 of that is interest. Still paying $360 in water costs. That's for the cows. Yeah, it's definitely expensive, but So far, so good. We haven't quite run out of money yet. We're at $76,000 right now. All right, well, I'm going to drive this back. We'll go ahead and put a gun in there. When we come back, we will take care of feeding the cows and then fast forward to February, where we're probably going to be selling the cereal. Though, let me just check real quick before I call this. Is the cereal at a decent price at the moment? Actually, is at a very good price at Erlanger at, but I think we'll wait until February, which supposedly is February or March are going to be one of the better months. So we'll wait a little bit longer. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.